Today, our topic is cooperating and collaborating. What does language for working well together look like? And how does that connect with peace linguistics? So let's look at this topic together today. So, the difference between cooperation and collaboration is not really important. Of course, language emerges from certain contexts, but there are some general patterns that we can see. And John Spencer looks at this in detail. You can look at his article and video on this later. But there's a slightly different nuance. The idea that cooperation is more about individuals compiling their resources to work together, a little more of a loose network and sharing of ideas, while collaboration is really focused on shared values and a common vision, where there's a more emphasis on the emotional connection and deeper level of relationship that's required for more innovative work, especially in the long term. But the words can be used interchangeably and are in certain contexts. So it'll be interesting to see in peace linguistics as we go forward if there might be research into how those two words are used differently. In any case, especially as educators, the language that we use can nudge collaborative social interaction among the learners we work with. How we model our communication can really influence other people, whether they are young learners or adult learners. So, for example, using language of ownership and community tends towards more collaboration, using pronouns like our or we instead of you or their. Using language of social cohesion, where we're co creating patterns of respect, open mindedness, and reflection. And using questions can help us to get that kind of language. Using language to build and shape ideas together can be helpful. The ABCDEF questioning method, where you ask someone to add to the idea, build on it, challenge it, defend it, elaborate on it, or find a flaw in it, can help people in the classroom setting to come up with many different ways of thinking about an idea. The language of developing teamwork, where we are sharing ideas, agreeing on goals, taking roles and communicating about that. And of course, resolving conflict that always happens in group work and can be a catalyst for innovation. And the language that we use should enable everyone to be involved. So, using language that embraces processes of asking for ideas, things like jigsaw discussions, where each person has something that they need to contribute. So, to practice this, a simple task could be starting with round one, finding a partner and working together to find three things that are the same for everyone and three things that are different for everyone. It could be very simple. This could happen very quickly, depending on the group. It could be a little more challenging. They might need to collaborate and cooperate a little bit more. In round two, the partner makes a group of four with another partner, and together again, without repeating any topics from round one, they work together to find three things that are the same for everyone and three things that are different for everyone. So each person has to be different. So this you'll find is a little bit more of a challenge and requires a different way of thinking, a little more practice with collaboration. And finally, in round three, each group of four meets with another group of four to make a group of eight. And again, without any repeating any topics from round one or round two, working together to find three things that are the same for everyone, all eight, and three things that are different for all eight in the group. And this round, particularly, will require a lot of cooperative and collaborative language to complete. Finally, the groups can have a chance for some reflection to talk about what happened in each of the rounds, what changed from round one to two to three. Draw attention to what kind of language that you noticed or that the learners might have noticed they were using, to notice what kind of cooperative or collaborative skills they used, and what they might do differently if they did the task again. Would there be any cooperative or collaborative skills they'd like to try? And if you have time, maybe trying it together with a different group of people could be fun as well. So, this activity can be one simple way of practicing language for cooperation and collaboration and connecting with peace linguistics through that.